Last summer, there was a lot of protests and riots about police brutality during the Black Lives Matter protests. And one of the issues that came up regularly about reformation and how you can make things better was to talk about qualified immunity. What is that? Normally, in most jurisdictions, you cannot sue a police officer or a police department because they have qualified immunity, which means they cannot be sued as long as they were, you know, whatever they were doing was done in the normal course of their business. And as long as your rights weren't violated by any clearly established right. So in Connecticut, there was a person who was arrested back in 2018. He was in his car. His GPS had stopped working, and he was looking at his phone to try to, get it working. And at that point in time, a police officer came up to the window and asked what was going on. Asked for his identification. He provided it, and as you're supposed to do, told the officer, "Look, I have a gun and a permit in the car." The police officer asked him to get out of the car, handcuffed him, put him in the back of the police car, and proceeded to search the entire car, the trunk. That is completely and totally illegal. Now, the police officer was arguing that it was because he was sued by this person, because this person did nothing wrong, had a legal permit for their gun, had it stored properly, and wasn't doing anything wrong at all. And the courts just ruled in Connecticut that qualified immunity did not protect this police officer. And this is a good thing. It's not a pro police officer or anti police officer position to be anti qualified immunity. When you do something wrong, you should be held accountable for it. This makes good police officers look good, and this allows you to catch bad police officers. So this is a win for everyone, because good police officers will look good, and people who get their rights violated can be justified in suing when that happens. How do you feel about this, about qualified immunity, and about this case in particular?